Thank you for sticking with us. So today we are happy to dive into an inspiring conversation that aligns with one of the key missions of the SEED project. Now, the SEED stands for Strengthening the Europe-Africa Digital Ecosystem through Increased R&I Cooperation. And the SEED project is dedicated to empowering women and youth in the field of research and innovation. It aims to highlight the incredible contributions of women and youth who are driving change in their communities and also beyond. In this spirit, we are honored to welcome Miss Marilena Maragkou, who is a co-founder of Youthmakers Hub and has recently been recognized as the best digital change maker at the All Digital Awards 2024. She's joining us today virtually all the way from Greece to share her journey, the challenges she has faced, and also her vision for empowering the next generation of change makers. Hi, Madame Maragkou. Good morning and welcome to Hello Africa Morning Show.
Good morning. It's such an honor to be invited at this morning show. You can also use like my Ghanaian name is Essie Mansa. I was living in Cape Coast for some period and super glad to be attending this morning show.
Congratulate you on your award. And before we begin, asked how are you feeling as being recognized as the best digital change maker?
It feels great, and it's not just on a personal note. It's an award that belongs to the whole team of Youthmakers Hub, of the work that we have been doing all these years. And it feels so good when your work is being recognized on an international level.
Great. Thank you very much once again for joining us. So you are the co-founder of the Youth Makers Hub. I would like to know what was the inspiration behind the establishment of the initiative?
So it's always so nice sharing about the inspiration behind Youthmakers Hub. Youthmakers Hub has been established back in 2019, so we are counting already 5 years. Together with Konstantinos, co-founder and CEO, and also my brother, back in 2018, we implemented our first voluntary project just a little bit, some months before establishing Youthmakers Hub. We implemented our voluntary project, We AfriHug. That project had the aim of bringing closer Africa and Europe through education. During that project that took place in seven African countries, and more specifically from East Africa, Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, and West Africa, Ghana, Togo, Nigeria, and then from North Africa, Algeria, we identified our passion for working on the ground in Africa, our passion in connecting Europe and Africa, and more specifically Greece. And we decided that we really wanted to have our own non-profit organization that we could build projects that have an impact in Europe and Africa. And this is how we envisioned Youthmakers Hub, having now the mission to serve as a catalyst for social change by providing the necessary tools and knowledge for fostering collaborations in Europe and Africa.
Great. And now looking at your vision and also your focus on Africa, sometimes it is quite a challenge for people to change from their traditional way of doing things to move into the digital world. Now, what were some of the challenges you faced when you came up with the initiative and also working with Africans?
So, challenges is always part of a game. And of course, when you have a non-profit organization, the main challenge is actually the funding. Identifying the funding in order to implement your activities has been the main challenge since the beginning. And it needed a lot of effort, patience, and work on the ground in order to showcase and prove to people, okay, that we are doing something and we really want the funding to implement specific and concrete activities. Having challenges working on the ground with in Africa. I wouldn't consider it as challenges, as interesting stories. It has been so interesting so far, working on the ground in several working environments. And I wouldn't like to call it like more general, like African, because when you work in Ghana and you are in the north, in Tamale, when you are in the south, in Cape Coast, is different, the mentality. So for me, it has been, not only for me, but for the whole team that we have been working on the ground, eye-opening experience. And we have been learning through the way in order to overcome challenges of funding or sometimes different class of cultures, which has not been perceived exactly as challenges, but mostly as opportunities for us to learn.
Your award is categorized as Digital Changemaker. Someone watching will ask, what is Digital Changemaker? So briefly define what it is and how important it is to young Africans.
So, digital change making is using, when we are using technology and online platforms, tools to drive positive social, economic, or environmental change. And then, why it is important for young people today, and more specifically for African young people, there are several reasons. First, wider reach. They can connect with global audiences, amplifying their voice and their cause. Secondly, it's about creativity. Digital tools allow innovative solutions to real world problems. Moreover, it's also about, it's important because of the social impact. The youth can quickly mobilize for causes, creating real time change by creating campaigns on the social media. And it's something that we have been seeing the last years that is working so well for young people. Then it's important because of the empowerment. It gives them the tools to lead and influence societal change. And finally, future skills. It helps build digital literacy, leadership skills for tomorrow's work phase. I think that's the most important reasons why the digital change making concept is so important for young people.
Right, right. Now, so, with your submissions, we can see Youth Makers Hub is doing a whole lot and doing marvelous work, especially in Africa. Now, we'll be happy to know some of their success stories, highlighting the impact. What have you done so far?
Sure, sure. It's always a pleasure highlighting the things we have achieved so far. As mentioned before, we have been operating for 5 years so far, having implemented several projects in Europe and Africa. Some of the achievements that I could highlight, if we take them by order and how it has happened, back in 2018, we have taken the award of the Golden Laissez-Passer for 2018 for the project We Africa 2018, which was the initiation, the inspiration, the initial point, I would say, for a Youth Makers Hub. Then again, in 2019, we got the award of the Social Impact Change Maker from the Erasmus Mundus Association in Belgium. Then, if back in 2022, some of our projects, and more specifically, Post-COVID Academy, digital literacy for seniors, digitally present, physically active, have been nominated as good practices by the Youth and Lifelong Learning Foundation from Greece. And then to make it more connected also with our work on the African ground, in 2023, and more specifically in July 2023, when we have been implementing boot camps in Uganda and Tanzania in the framework of the African EU project, we have been trending number one in Twitter, both in Uganda and Tanzania, while implemented these boot camps. Then in 2023, in October, we have taken the SATO Award 2023 for our project New Citizenship. And one of the projects that we have been implementing, receiving the award in Poland. And the award was in the category of democratic life category under the Salto Awards. Then in 2023, one of the big highlights and achievements actually for Youthmakers Hub was the .eu Web Award 2023 for our project africaneu.eu. The award has been given to us by the European Registry of Domains, EURID, in Belgium. And it was in the category, it was for the actually for our website of African EU that has been mentioned before. And it was in the category of Lorere. It has been like a great achievement for us so far. Then more like in, let's go to 2024, we have been the national winner for the Charlemagne Prize for our project Youth Voices for Social Change. It has been the award for nomination for the European Charlemagne Youth Prize, have been the winner for Greece and made it like to the finals in Aachen in Germany for this project. And the latest achievement of Youthmakers Hub is the award of the Best Digital Changemaker, awarded to myself and, of course, like for the whole team of Youthmakers Hub. And you have shown also like these nice photos from the award ceremony in Spain just a few days ago.
Mm. This is really impressive, and congratulations for the numerous awards taken this year. Now, like I mentioned earlier, as part of the SEED project, we are encouraging women and the youth to participate in R&I activities. Now, what will be your advice to women and also the youth who are aspiring to make a change in the R&I ecosystem?
So, women play a vital role in driving research and innovation, bringing unique perspectives that fuel creativity, and they are leading actually to groundbreaking solutions. Their involvement enhance, improve the collaboration, and inspires the next generation of female innovators, creating the future leaders. By addressing global challenges from which can be like from public health to climate change, women can contribute and they are essential for a sustainable future. Promoting gender equality in research not only foster economic growth, but also it ensures diverse voices are being heard and are being valued. Together, let's champion women in science, in research, in innovation, recognizing that their leadership is key in unlocking a brighter, a more equitable world nowadays.
And do you think there are some specific skills that are very crucial for them to be able to, thrive in the field of research and innovation, being in the field, being an expert? What would be some of these essential skills that they will need?
Yeah, I think that like the most important in the 21st century, and as we are talking right now, which is like so much connected also with the award that has that I took last week in Spain, are the digital skills. Digital skills play a vital and important role in all the fields that we are working because for the points, for the advantages mentioned like before, it really empowers us, it gives us voice, and through the digital skills, we can reach places that we have not imagined before.
Digital Changemaker. What is the next step? What are you planning to do? What are the future projects? What are we expecting from you as the best digital change maker?
So the next, let's say, steps and what we are currently actually working on as a team, as the team of Youthmakers Hub, and you can find like about us everywhere online. We are everywhere in all social media. We have some interesting projects that might be of interest, like for your audience. We have the AU-EU Youth Voices Lab, Power of the Collective, which is part of the AU-EU youth program that was kicked off actually in Addis the last days. This project aims to create a more youth responsive and inclusive society. It enables transformative and co creative actions by enabling two interlinked journeys: the youth and the enablers and the institutional journeys. It will also create the Youth Voices Lab app application and mobile app that will help to reach youth and decision makers in Africa and Europe. You can find about this project also in our website. The coordinator is Oxfam Intermon and is being implemented by Restless Development, Comdev Africa, and Search for Common Ground, and of course Youthmakers Hub as the partner that is responsible for the whole communication and dissemination of the project. And we will also implement activities in several African countries, and you can connect like with us on the social media. Moreover, another project that is being currently implemented is the Three Eyes project: impactful, inclusive, integrated higher education in Eastern Africa, which actually aims to revolutionize higher education institutions in remote Somalia, Ethiopia, and Kenya regions. This innovative capacity building project empowers participating African universities to design impactful policy instruments and action plans. And I think both projects are like of great interest like for your audience, and we are more than available online to respond like to any question that your audience might have, and there will be many opportunities specifically like from the AUEU Youth Voices Lab, Power of the Collective project for the next 4 years. And just to mention that we are 2 days ahead of the first Greece Africa Business Summit that would take place in Greece, and we have the honor to co-organize it with Interaf Base, a company based also in Greece, so we can give some more light to people about the collaboration between Greece, more specifically, and Africa. This is for now. More will come, so you can follow us online everywhere on social media.
Thank you very much, Miss Maragkou, for making time and also sharing your insight and sharing the insight and also your journey with us, as well as the challenges. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time for joining us. And we are looking forward to more success stories from the initiative.
Thank you very much.
Great.
Have a
Have a
great day
nice
ahead.
day.